Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and I'm here with Michaela. She's our new educator, program coordinator here, and what better way to introduce her to you is to have a picnic on this gorgeous Friday, right? Are we excited?
It's very nice outside.
Beautiful. So I hope it's beautiful where you're watching from. We thought we'd share some picnic ideas, whether you're going to go on a picnic with your family or once the kids are back in school, if you want to go with your friends, with your adult friends and see a concert in the park and just have an adult picnic. There's some great ideas where you can have healthy options that are super simple and fun. So let's see what we have in our picnic basket. All right, so the first thing, let's start with drinks. So I made a homemade peach iced tea.
Thank you.
So, and it's super easy to make your own iced tea. You just boil some water and brew some tea bags, any flavor you want. This is just a black tea. And I made a simple syrup, equal parts sugar and water. So I did 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water, and I infused 1 peach. Let that come to a boil, let it simmer, let it just sit on the side for about a half hour. When I strained those peaches, they were delicious. I put them in a container, so I think this weekend we're gonna put them over some vanilla ice cream because the peaches were delicious. And then I just took a little bit of the simple syrup and just put it in here for the flavor along with some fresh peaches. So let's give this a try.
Okay.
That peach flavor really comes out with the simple syrup, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is just another fun tip. In your bag, pack a cutting board because sometimes the ground can be uneven and you can lay your drinks or food down and not have it tip over. Now, if you're picnicking with your children and it is a warm day, you do want to think about food safety and having an ice pack in here to keep your food cool. But a great way to do that is to freeze your juice boxes. They make great ice packs. This is also a great tip if you're going to the beach or if your kids are having lunch. You can freeze it. By the time they have lunch, it should be defrosted. One quick tip we always like to share is look for the label that says 100% fruit juice because there's so much out there that's under 10% and it's all sugar and it's not fruit juice. So this does count as a serving. So good to know. Okay. Also too, especially when you're have fun with your paper plates and your napkins. I love these little pineapples.
Very summery.
All right, so for our appetizer, one of my favorite things to use are mason jars in every size. So you can see our glasses, our mason jar mugs, and you know where I got these from?
No, I actually wanted to know.
You wanted to know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
So in the grocery store where you get your lunch meat, they always have like olives and pickles. So this was the stuffed peppers with the ham and the cheese.
Oh.
I love those.
I like the
So
handles.
once I finished that, I washed it, took off the label, and now I have
That's
a
so
collection
cool.
of 4 actually. So when I
Wow.
entertain, we have a fun glass to use. So that's where it came from, just the grocery store. Look for the hot peppers.
Okay.
So here is an appetizer of hummus and just some veggie sticks. So you know, in your meals, you want to include healthy options. You want to incorporate vegetables wherever you can, and your raw veggies with hummus is a lot of fun. So right, there's carrots and cucumbers in here. So fun. Everybody loves a crunch. Now, for kids, and also to think about the My Plate, you want to incorporate dairy, and that could be in your main course, but cheese sticks are also super fun to eat. My daughter loves eating cheese sticks. The adult version of my favorite cheese stick is the mini Baby Bell, the round cheese in that red wax. So creamy and so delicious.
Yeah.
But a great serving of some protein and calcium.
I take those with my lunch and I'm an adult, so.
Okay, so I made for us rotisserie chicken salad. So you could use, you know, leftover chicken breast from the night before. I just used rotisserie chicken, and I wrapped it in wax paper, also which cuts down on, you know, plastic waste, and you already have kind of like a placemat already to use. I used a whole grain wrap. That's a way, again, you can incorporate those whole grains into the dishes that you're having. But what I use for flavoring, and when you taste it, tell me if you taste a little bit of that tang. There is a little bit of mayo, but a little bit of Greek plain yogurt. And that gives it just a slight tang. It's not overwhelming, but and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And that kind of moistens it and brings all those flavors together. And I like to include a little celery for crunch. So, and again, squeezing in those veggies. Right? Little tang, nice and creamy.
Yeah.
And I also added just some fresh lettuce on here as well. Just to, again, heighten up those
Yeah,
veggies.
it's a good combination too.
Right? So wraps are just a great tip, but you can do so much with picnics. Now for dessert, gotta always have dessert.
Yeah.
So last night I made
Ooh.
these 3 ingredient banana muffins. So they're super easy. It's kind of a cross between a banana bread and an oatmeal cookie.
Hopefully they can
And
see
I
that.
had fun with fixins, so I hope you like chocolate chips, raisins, and walnuts.
Yeah.
Right? You know, if you watch
not
my
picky.
lives, I love walnuts. But this is super simple. You just get your mini muffin tin, and you mix in a large bowl 3 ripe bananas. So we're always looking for ways to use those overripe bananas. And so this is a really fun way. Your 3 bananas. Take 2 cups of rolled oats, old-fashioned oats, and you mix that all together. And I just put a dash of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And it will look dry, but as you mix it and mash the bananas, it becomes actually really moist. And then you just have fun with your fixins. So I put in just a handful of mini chocolate chips, a handful of raisins, and just a handful of chopped walnuts. So let's enjoy this. Nice, sweet, healthy treat. Right? It's like banana bread meets an oatmeal cookie. Super fun. So I'll share
In a
some of the
muffin
recipes, but in a muffin shape. And everybody likes mini, right? So you see, everything we used today didn't even use utensils, right? So I hope you take some of these ideas on your next picnic and enjoy. So great for our first live together.
Okay.
Have a happy Friday and a happy Labor Day weekend. Cheers.
Nice meeting you all.